today for you, I'm going to make a very simple but delicious fruit syrup that you can use on pancakes, French toast, on a scone, on English muffin, basically on anything. An ice cream tastes amazing, and it's so easy and so quick. And all I need is 2 cups of frozen berries. I have mixed berries here. Please use frozen. Fresh berries are super expensive. You don't need to use the fresh berries unless there's an abundant fresh berries available and it's summertime and you want to use it up. Otherwise, the frozen is perfectly fine for this recipe. I have half a lemon, and then if you're going to use a lemon, you might as well zest it. So I have zest of that lemon, and then I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of pure maple syrup. Please don't use the pancake syrup or anything. This requires pure maple syrup. If you don't have pure maple syrup, you can substitute honey for it, but I really prefer the taste of maple syrup. But honey is perfectly fine, and if you actually don't even have honey, you can use 2 tablespoons of sugar. But the maple syrup just adds that amazing flavor to this fruit syrup. So that's all you need. I'm going to go ahead and put this in a pan, cook it until it's light and syrupy, and then add these 2 and then maple syrup to finish it. That's all it requires. 10 minutes of work, but it's so delicious. I've eaten this on top of pound cake and it just tastes amazing. It just elevates any dessert to the next level. So please make sure and you make this. So let's see how to make our mixed berry syrup. So here we have our 2 cups of frozen berries in a deep saute pan, and I'm cooking it over low heat, and I'm gonna just let it warm up and let the frozen berries thaw a little. So let's go ahead and let that going. So you can see that the berries are getting thawed, and there's a natural liquid forming at the bottom of the pan just from the berries thawing. So we again have not added anything, just the 2 cups of frozen berries in a pan, and I'm heating it up a very low heat. And I'll increase the heat once I add the maple syrup, but right now I just want the berries to thaw slowly. Okay, checking my berries. They are all now nicely thawed, and I have a nice pool of liquid at the bottom. So I'm going to increase the heat a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and add the maple syrup. So 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. So I've added my maple syrup and my lemon zest, and I'm going to let this come to a boil and then let it simmer until the berries are nice and soft. I'm not going to add the lemon juice until almost at the end. So we're going to let all that liquid cook out from the berries. So let's just be patient here, and then we're going to let all of this soften, and if you want to break some of the big berries, you can. This is, trust me, it's so easy, but it's really, really delicious. Like I was saying before, this on top of a cake, like a plain vanilla cake, is just delicious. Also ice cream. And then don't even get me started on how good it tastes on pancakes. All right, let's check on our sauce. And you can see it's quite liquidy right now. We want all this liquid to cook down a little, so I'm gonna cook it a little bit more. But again, we have not added any liquid except for the maple syrup. There is no water or anything added. These are all the juices that came out from the berry. And I'm just, as I'm stirring, I'm also breaking down some of the berries. All right, let's look at our syrup, and it is done. It's nice and thickened. I'm gonna go ahead and add my lemon juice, and then we need to make a decision. We're gonna go ahead and squeeze our half a lemon into our sauce. So I have my lemon. Okay, so at this point, we're gonna make a decision and see if we want to keep our sauce as is, which is the berries are still whole. There's some crushed berries, but the other berries are still whole and visible, or do we want to blend it in? Either way, it's still delicious. It's still perfectly amazing on any of the things that I had mentioned before, on pancakes, French toast, cake, ice cream, scones. It's just so delicious. Trust me on this one. Today I'm gonna go ahead and blend it so you can see what a blended sauce would look like. So I can just use my immersion blender, or I can just put it in a blender and just blend it to a smooth sauce. Okay, so let's go ahead and blend this to smooth. Okay, I've turned the stove off, and before blending, I'm going to let it cool down a little so that all that hot liquid doesn't splutter in the blender. So we'll cool it down for about 5 to 10 minutes. And here it is, our beautiful sauce made out of 3 berries. You can use any berries you want. You can make strawberries, just blueberries, just raspberries, but I really like the blend of all 3 berries. So this was blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. Please make this and enjoy it on any of your pancakes, French toast, ice cream, cake. It will taste amazing. Don't forget to share and subscribe to this channel and enjoy making this delicious mixed berry sauce.